commentary, blue, commentary, burgundy, commentary, commentary, blue, commentary, burgundy, blue, commentary, burgundy, commentary, commentary.
Oh, hey y'all. Sorry. I was muted. Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. We talk about what we want to talk about when we're ready to talk about it. And quickly, I just wanted to talk about this John Amos story again. And so, you guys, did you guys know that he's already been cremated? I want to shout out to the Nosy Bystanders. I love her channel. You guys, we got to talk about Nosy. Like, I'm a Nosy Bystander fan. I like her. I like her mission and what she talks about. She kind of just stays true to her name, but not Nosy Bystander. So when there's some stuff we just wonder what happened, she just go in there like a nosy neighbor, if you will. And I got to talk about her because I cover Hillary Sanchez too, and I cover Miss Netta, and I see that, like, I don't know how Miss Hillary put Nosy Bystander in a lawsuit, so I'm trying to figure out what happened there. I'm not a TikTok girly, but I was really sad to see that Nosy said, I don't know if it's because of Miss Hillary, it could have been just because she's a nosy bystander, so she cover a lot of stories. Um, she left TikTok, so now she's back over to YouTube. So if you guys can, let me go over here to Nosy Bystander page. Let's give her a follow. Like, I don't know her personally. She's just somebody that give me the news when I need the news. Hey Scott, thanks for being here. I appreciate you so much. So let me just give you Nosy Bystander page because she said for her mental health, which it was shocking to me because Nosy Bystander, she's pretty solid on the internet streets, but social media was getting to her. And here's her link if you guys want to give her a follow. I don't know why she thought YouTube was better than TikTok, but I can't judge because, heck, I feel like TikTok's better than YouTube when it gets to the messiness. I just don't know how to work it. So yeah, just so bringing Nosy Bystander up because she actually gave us some insight about the John Amos situation. So you guys, he's already been cremated, done. Did you guys know that? So John Amos has been cremated, laid to rest, and August 21st was when he passed away. Now, I always have to give an introduction. Like, if you don't know John Amos, who doesn't know him, coming to he has over, I think, 200 IMDb credits, Coming to America, Mary Tyler Moore, Good Times, most famously, Kunta Kinte on Roots, the John Amos. He died. And amidst this, remember, his children were fighting uh over him. So we find out he died August 21st. Now I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let me count. We in October now. And I can't figure out how did someone this famous in the world of social media pass away and no one knew nothing. So we find out that John Amos' son took him to Jamaica. Uh, August. John Amos also was was pictured in Jamaica, with the son, with some fans. On August 13th is where we see this post happening. This is John Amos' son. So according to KC Amos, 7 days later, John Amos would have passed away, right? So we were trying to figure out, did he pass away in Jamaica? Would that would make sense because according to Nosy Bystander, when we were just in her chatting it up, that would make sense if he passed away in Jamaica and then he was cremated, because a lot of people may not saying he's not nationally known, but may not had recognized John Amos, right? And he could have, his remains could have been flown back. It's cheaper, right? You fly back that way. But the thing about it, once you're cremated, how did KC, the son, because he never let the daughter know and the rest of the family. So we're going to go through the statements of this. And I think this is very important for us to talk about because it brings about family and unity and how you should possibly, if you can, we all need to get our wishes down pat while we all have our right mind. You know, we leave this earth and people say, well, this is what he would have wanted. If you have time, talk with your loved ones about how you want your final days to go. Have you guys planned that out? That's the only thing guaranteed, y'all, unfortunately, is that we're gonna come and we're gonna go, right? We're gonna be born and we're gonna die. Everything in between is what it is, but we're gonna live. We're gonna be put on this earth alone. We're gonna come in here by ourselves and we're gonna leave by ourselves, right? Uh, let's read the family statement. So it says, our family statement. Please note that this statement is being released by the collective family and close friends of John Amos. It is with profound sadness and distress that we must share the circumstances surrounding our father's passing. He was a loving man who brought light into the lives of many. However, our family only learned of his death today through media reports, only to discover he actually passed away 45 days ago. Shockingly, we were not notified, nor were any of our family members informed. The tragic news has left us in shock and heartache. We do not have a death certificate, nor do we know where or why he died, but we know he was suffering from congestive heart failure and dementia. We fear he was likely cremated to avoid any potential investigation into the conditions surrounding his final days. Over the past year, John Amos was isolated from his family and close friends by Kelly Casey Amos, Eugene Brummett, and Belinda Foster. Now, I don't know who Eugene is, but I did find out Belinda is allegedly the publicist. Despite our repeated attempts to maintain contact, Casey prevented access to him, controlled and monitored his calls, and severed ties with John's daughter, Shannon Amos, his brother, Leslie Seal Franklin, his grandchildren, Kiera Colston and Jazz Williams, his business manager, Paul Balsari, his goddaughter, Amy Goody, his niece Sherry, his former accountant, and other close family members, friends, and loved ones. KC portrayed an image of a close father-son relationship on social media. Um, wow, wow. Our father suffered from dementia, and KC often gave John verbal prompts to create a narrative on social media that was not reflective of the truth. We are deeply concerned our father may have been neglected and isolated during his final days. As we received photos from concerned neighbors and a medical professional, one photo even prompted an elder abuse investigation to no avail. This situation mirrors Shannon and KC's mother's passing. KC also prevented family members from being present and making decisions together. Shannon fought to be by her mother's side and ensure she had agency over her final days. So, from what we understand, the mother had died of dementia as well. And Casey and Shannon, they had a bitter battle over the mother before she passed, allegedly. And now the same with John. The family also questions why no medical professionals, coroner, or authorities informed of his passing, and why KC did not notify any family member directly. I can agree. It has to be a death certificate, right? Um, this just doesn't sit well, you guys. We believe that they are critical questions that needed answers, especially since we believe Casey likely made the decision to have John Amos cremated without the family's knowledge. We suspect these actions may have been taken to alter potential wills and collect life insurance or other benefits. This is made even more concerning by Casey's struggles with addiction and mental health issues, as well as his previous arrests. So, for lack of a better word, they have thrown him. Casey is under the bus. He's under there. Um, he's thrown a hey critical. Hi, Mike guy. Yes, he died, but we didn't find out he died until October 1st. But he actually died in August. And his son, pictured here on the right, allegedly, this is what they're telling us, that he elected to have his father cremated. And only 7 days before his death, we see that they were in Jamaica on vacation. Um, this is very interesting. I wonder what the business was in Jamaica. Was it was it an appearance? Was it just a really a vacation? Was he healthy enough to travel to Jamaica? This is just a lot, and it's so sad that the family is battling with this. Can you imagine? They did not get to say their final goodbyes. And if he's cremated, this is the question: did KC keep the remains, or did he scatter the remains? Because I'm thinking about the daughter, you know what I mean, and the family having that final say. So I just wanted to have this discussion because I think that we should really write down what we want in our final days. This is a reminder because hey, Reality Check TV, Chicago. This is just a reminder to check on your love. Like, imagine John Amos, no one had contact with him for about 45 days. So no one laid eyes on him or had contact with him other than, I guess, looking on social media, seeing he's in Jamaica and assuming he's okay. Let me see if Casey posted anything since I got on the live. Sorry, y'all. Um, Let's see if he posted anything. This is really sad because so it looks like since August 13th was the last time he posted something. Um okay, so so let's go to this article, guys. So they're saying now you guys know. Let's go here because I want y'all to read this with me. So this is my thing. I don't believe it. You cannot trick me. You cannot trick me. They're saying that he died in Inglewood Hospital in California. It can't be. It just can't be. Do you mean to tell me that you guys, anybody that knows anything about LA, Inglewood is up the street from LAX, is not far. You saw James Evans in a hospital in Inglewood, California, and nobody reported that he died? Oh my goodness, I don't believe it. It says the Roots and Good Times actor died of congestive heart failure on August 21st. He passed away in a hospital in Inglewood, California, People magazine reported. Uh, Amos' daughter Shannon said on Instagram that she did not learn of her father's death. Yeah, he died August 21st. August 21st. You right. Scott said HIPAA confidentiality, perhaps. You're right, Scott, 100%. But I just feel like it would have been some kind of leak, like we saw like John Amos going into the hospital, like a leak, like even a a bystander. Really interesting. But you're right. Amos' daughter Shannon said on Instagram she did not learn of her father's death until the media reported it. She wrote that she was without words and the family was devastated and left with many questions on how this happened 45 days ago. And she only learned about it through social media like everybody else. So John Amos' son, Kelly KC, announced his father's death on Tuesday. The son was listed as the person who reported his father's death to a Los Angeles county and who address was listed as the place of disposition for his father's ashes. Wow. Wow. You guys you know what? You know what? Make sure you have, hey, Big Mike. Um, I remember they did say something. A lot of people, they had a hoax about people dying, right? Um, Dang. you know have your stuff written down so your family knows what to do. Get as close to your wishes as you can. I think this is a reminder for everybody because dementia is something that sneaks up on people. And um you know he had dementia and congestive heart failure. And I know that they're talking about KC took over the mom and the daddy, and they're saying that he was a little, they said allegedly they're saying he do a little bump in the night, if you guys know what I mean. That he toot a little bit, allegedly. That's what they're saying. But if he's in that bad a shape, how is he the only one to end up with the care of both these parents? That's what I'm wondering. Um, it's wild. Hey, Chavis. Um, and not hearing from somebody um in 45 years, like they were both 45 days, not 45 years. They were both fighting over their dad. And I mean, I don't know if I hate my sister or not. I'm still gonna tell her like in a text or something, even though that's insensitive too. Hey, yo, dad passed away today. Why? Just letting you know, dad passed. Why should she only know about it like the rest of us? Uh. Just wanted to touch on this story. Y'all let me know your thoughts. I just couldn't believe. But you know what? When I found out he died, I said in my head, I bet you they cremated him immediately. No ceremony, no, no, no. Funerals are for the living, but nothing for the public to celebrate him as well. Since you want to say you were doing video after video sharing your dad on his happy days, his sick days in the hospital. If you go down KC's timeline, let's just go to his TikTok right quick so y'all know, because I'm learning TikTok as well. But here's Casey's TikTok, right? And you go down there, he got John Amos all up and through, right? So if you shared your dad with the world this much in this relationship, and you were this close, why wouldn't you let I told you I'm still burnt up because I don't like that he's an Emmy nominated actor, right? And if you guys didn't know, we just had the Emmys, and the Emmys were split in two because of the strike. So some people got nominated for their Emmys in the beginning of the year, and the other people got nominated for their Emmys at the end of the year. You guys know I'm a big movie head, right? So it was a huge thing this year. A lot of people got to attend, but one thing that happens at the Emmys and the Oscars are in memoriam. You know what I mean? Where like this year they had Jelly Roll sing in memoriam to all the people we lost. Well, the Emmys just happened in September. John was gone in August. He didn't even get to get his tribute. So that means we have to wait until next fall uh to tribute him, and he was recently gone. Like he took that away from him as a Emmy nominated actor. You know what I mean? Like Reality Check TV says John Amos was my TV daddy. Exactly. And I just think that's wrong. I don't think he should have did that. Um if you play now, I'm only saying that if every 5 minutes you plastered him up on your social media. Your dad, you're right. But if you did that and shared him with the world, why wouldn't you give him that respect? He won't even have, I mean, his daughter couldn't say goodbye. His brother couldn't say goodbye. Nobody could say goodbye. I think it was very selfish. But then I'm not living his life. This is just my opinion of the matter. Like John Amos is his content. Is his content. His dad is his content. I just think it was in bad taste to do that. You guys, all right, so we'll just hear it, but this going to be, can you imagine the fight that's about to happen now? It's probably going to be a court. Now, if you guys don't recall, I agree. John deserved the respect. Yep, that pettiness. Now, if you guys didn't know, it was a GoFundMe that went up last year to help with his medical bills. And then out of pride, John asked for the GoFundMe to be taken away. So I don't know what kind of financial situation he was in, but can you imagine a man like this? You would have, Eddie Murphy would want to pay his respects. The cast of Good Times, different people would want to pay their respects to somebody in the arts like this who was a TV dad. And I think that it was wrong of Casey to take that away from the world. You know what I mean? And he's kind of, if you guys, he's kind of monopolizing. So when you think about it in the business aspect, stuff like this, KC probably got the residuals going on for his dad. Like I'm just gonna be real. Like, John Amos will still get residual money for years of work, years of work to come, especially if you don't know, Good Times did go into syndication before they stopped syndication. So I forgot how that works, but it's not the same as you heard how the people saying I got 30 cents for like my stuff was on Netflix, right? Like you'll see Billy Porter and stuff like, man, for Pose, I only got, and all the times it's streamed, I only got $100 for a whole year. You know what I mean? John Amos and Good Times went on, I don't know how, because it's network syndication for a little bit. I don't know if it still is, but what if that ever happens again? Kelly probably KC, he probably monopolized all that. Trademark, monopolized his dad's name, and it's probably going to be a fight over that. I wonder if Hollywood, I think this is the time for Hollywood to, yes, respect the family privacy, but maybe see if they can do something as a tribute to John Amos. That's all I wanted to say. Maybe something could be done as a tribute because dementia is a whole different beast. Alzheimer's and dementia is a whole different beast. And we're looking at not the death of him just in his body. His mind might have already been in another space, if I can make sense of that. And I think it might come like LeVar Burton and Eddie Murphy and uh, the cast of Roots, the cast of Roots, Mary Tyler Moore show, the people that do get along, good times. Uh, it might be time to maybe come together. Does he have his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame? I wonder if he has his star. I don't think he has his star. I don't think he has his star. This might be a good time for Hollywood to tribute. Yeah, I don't think he has his star. I'm looking. I don't think he has a star. Yeah, I think it might be really a cool thing if they could come together and give him his star because this is sad. Streaming residuals are a pittance primarily due to the lack of commercial revenue. Very true. Thank you, Scott. Which is in abundance on network TV. That advertisement and commercial revenue, yeah, you absolutely right. Just like when people pay so much money just to have a commercial for the Super Bowl, you know what I mean? And we could watch it later. Yeah, I don't think he has a star, Chavis. I just looked it up. I don't see it. Also, the streaming model relies on sustained subscriber growth, and hardly any streaming platform is not in major debt, with the exception of Netflix. Great. You know what, Scott? Sorry. You know what? Thanks for saying that because absolutely my Netflix subscription, guys, off subject went up to $22. I can't afford that. And then if I want to use um YouTube premium, that's another what, 14, 15 bucks. And then to get streaming. So this is off subject, but I was just thinking about that. Thank you for saying that. So I'm sitting here streaming for you guys now. That's $25 for me too. Not streaming. I appreciate y'all being here listening. Not saying it, not that. That's $25. Then if we want to watch these clips without the commercials, YouTube offered ad free for another $15, right? And since commercials annoy people, that's 40 bucks. Then if I want to review My Sister Wives, Discovery Plus, that's another $12. And it's so funny because you're looking at that it was so much easier and lucrative probably for the sitcoms back in that day, and we sat there during that commercial break and Saturday morning cartoons, and we sat there during that commercial break. It was probably way more lucrative, huh, than streaming. That's why Tubi, we were talking about that when people were like talking about Tubi, and I think Tubi is more successful. Didn't they sell it to Fox? Because it's commercials, it's not ad free. So when you're watching something, you have a commercial. So I know a girl, she got a deal with Tubi and Tubi paid her to put her movie on Tubi. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. So commercials and that ad revenue is important. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Scott said I canceled all subscriptions except YouTube TV. I remember when I just had YouTube and Netflix was like $9.99. And YouTube, I didn't mind the commercials. That was before I started doing Burgundy Blue. And it was cool. Then it went from to watch this show, you had to get Hulu. And then you had to get Hulu over here. You had to get A&E to watch The Walking Dead because if you didn't have cable, you couldn't see The Walking. It was just insane. And cable was expensive, but then by the time you finish with all the streaming platforms, you're looking at $100 or more a month. Isn't that insane? If you got Hulu and Netflix, you probably spending $50 a month. It's insane. Oh, I heard Peacock is good. I can't afford that too, but I heard I'm already paying for YouTube TV and what is YouTube TV? Do I have YouTube Premium? I never got YouTube TV. How much is that? What is that? And Peacock to see WWE. Now with WWE Raw going to Netflix this January, that's more money. Oh my god. Yeah. It's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. It's expensive. It's expensive. Thanks for letting me know because I didn't know about that. Um Oh, really? Reality check? Really? Reality check said Jimmy Walker. You know what? I heard a lot of people hated Jimmy Walker too on the set. It's almost like the Urkel. Like you guys ever seen? What was that? What was the name of that? What Urkel was on that show? Family Matters or something like that, right? And everybody hated Jaleel White. I think the same. They said JJ was a mess too. Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't know that reality check. Really? I didn't know that. Mm-mm-mm. I just thought it was a tribute. You guys, I gotta get out of here. Before you leave, hit the like button. I did a little video today about Tiffany today. I meant to put it up earlier. I'll let you guys know what it looks like around here. Like I said, it's speaking of Dalton, if you guys didn't see the Dalton video earlier, it's just weird around here. It's just different sets of people. Everybody's all over the place. I just try to stay out the way because it sucks here. And I was bringing that up because you guys follow Reality Check TV Chicago because he will be streaming the next board meeting, and you could get that content over there and that see what's going to happen October 7th, because obviously it's going to have to be a swearing in of somebody as the chief some kind of way. So that's probably what's going to happen October 7th. And I just appreciate you guys for sticking out with me. Hit the like button, consider subscribing, tell a friend. We're close to 9K, and I'll be back. As always, you take care of yourself and each other, and I love talking with y'all today. Bye.
Commentary blue. Commentary burgundy. Burgundy. Commentary. Comment blue. Commentary. Comment burgundy blue. Commentary blue. Commentary burgundy. Commentary. Comment.